Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. Today we will discuss about the business mathematics under chapter 2, mathematical application in finance. So there are the topic covered in this chapter. The first one is simple interest formula day, and also the bank discount and promissory notes and bank discount. Okay, bank discount means the bank have the special offer to the borrower. Okay, so we will discuss about the topic of promissory notes. Okay, so what is promissory notes? Okay, promissory notes actually is the essential non-liability instrument or debt instrument wherein in one party when the maker or issues makes an unconditional promise in writing to pay a determination sum of money to the other. Okay, so the other means the payee. Okay, so it's either the fixed or determinable future time or on demand of the payee under specific terms. It is usually issued on the short-term basis. So this means what is the promissory notes. Okay. Okay, when it is used, so promissory notes is actually used for mortgage, student loans, car loans, business loans, and personal loans between family and friend. So if we have promissory notes, okay, so our lending a large amount of money to someone, then you may want to create a promissory note from a promissory note template. So it will record legal record of loan that will protect you and help in order to make sure you are repaid after you give that money. Okay, so what should we have in promissory note is actually the first one is a loan promissory note. How much is the loan, and then it also have promissory note form in order to write down the promissory note. So what need to have in promissory note is actually names and address of the lender and borrower, the amount of money being borrowed, and what collateral is being used, okay, how often the payment will be made in what amount, and they also have a signature of both parties in order for the note to be enforceable. And it also have reference above in property that the lender can seize if the note is not repaid. For example, when you buy a home and the house is the collateral on the mortgage. Okay. Promissory notes actually have been created in order to fit the transaction that you are involved. Okay, it's always good to refer as a sample promissory notes when you are writing one, then so that you can be sure to include the right language. There also are different types of promissory notes. Okay, for example, a simple promissory notes might be for a lump sum repayment on a certain date. So for example, you have lent your friend with 1,000 and he agrees to repay you by December 1. So the full amount is due on that date and there is no payment schedule involved. So they may or may not be interest charged on the loan amount depending on what you have agreed. So a demand promissory note is one in which payment is due when the lender asks for the money back. Usually a reasonable amount of notice is required. So more complicated promissory notes for transaction like mortgage or car loans will also include interest rates, amortization schedule, and other details. So this is the component that we have in the promissory notes. Okay, example, in promissory note that we need to have is the amount of the loan, the payment dates, the interest rate, the amount of the interest has been applied, means principal plus the interest, the pledge or security agreement or credit holds, the term for late or missed payment, default terms, and the signature. Example 1. So in this example 1, we have the promissory notes later here, and then we want to find the maker of the note, the payer of the note, the date of the note, maturity date, term of the note, and maturity value. So the first one, we want to find the maker of the note. So what is the maker of the note? Okay, the maker of the note is actually the borrower. Okay, the borrower is the maker or borrower is the person that signed the note. So if you look here, who have signed the note here? So the maker of the note is Amirul Ashraf, okay, who signed the promissory note here. So the second question, you want to find the payer of the note. So payer is actually the lender or the person to whom the payment is to be made. Okay, if you look at here, so the promise to pay to the order of Ismail Muhammad Yunus. So the payer of the note is Ismail Muhammad Yunus. Then we have the date of the note. Okay, the date of the note means the date on which the note is signed and issued. So the date of the note is at the top of the promissory note here. If you look at here, then the date is 15 July 2016. Then the maturity date. Maturity date of the note is the date on which the maturity value is due. So the maturity value is on 13 September 2016, which is at the end of the promissory notes. Okay, then we want to find the term of the note. Okay, the term of the note is actually the length of times until the maturity value is due, means the day between 15 July until 30 September. So if we count one by one, then we'll get 16 days here, 60 days. Okay, then we want to find maturity value. So what is maturity value? The maturity value is the date on which the maturity value is due. So we need to calculate this by using the formula S equal to P1 plus RT. So we already know the principal of the promissory notes, which is 5,500 times with 1 plus our interest rate is 6%. So we need to convert to decimal place first. So it will give us 0.06 times 60 days over 360. By using Banker's rules, then we will get the maturity value is 5,555 ringgit. Example 2. A promissory notes date on 23 March 2015 reads, 3 months from date, I promise to pay 2,500 with the interest at 5% per annum. So find the maturity date of the notes. So how to find the maturity date? Okay, maturity dates mean 23 March 2016 plus 3 months, because we didn't give the exact day in that month, so we just plot from 23 we just added with 3 months, then we will get 23 June 2016. Means we no need to calculate by day one by one because it's involved months. Okay, we just plus with months. Okay, the second question, we want to find the maturity value of the note. So how to find the maturity value of the note? By using the formula S equal to P1 plus RT. So our P is our principal. So the principal is 2,500 times 1 plus R. R is 0.05 times T. So T is 3 months. So just put 3 over 12 because in 1 year we have 12 months. Okay, we need to convert T to year first. Okay, then we calculate this. Then we will get our maturity value is 2,531.25. Example 3. The maturity value of 90-day interest-bearing promissory note is 5,450. So if the interest rate is 9% per annum, what is the face value of the note? So what is the face value? We want to find face value. Is actually what is the face value? So if we look at here in number 9, we have two values actually. Okay, the first starting should be the value of P. Okay, at the end should be the value of S. So P means the face value, the amount of borrower, the amount of loan, the amount of saving, and S is the future value. Okay, future value means the amount at the end of your promissory notes or the accumulate amounts. So how to solve this question? Okay, so by using the formula S equal to P times 1 plus RT. And then we will get, we already know our maturity value. Maturity value means our future value is 5,550. So we just plug in the value of S here, okay, equal to P times 1 plus 0.09 is interest rate times, here we have 90 days, so 90 over 360, then we will get the face value. The face value is the value beginning at the note, which is 5,330 ringgit point 70 cent. Bank discount. Okay, so what is actually bank discount? Bank discount is actually an interest on annual basis deducted in advance on a loan. So the net amount received by the borrower called also a proceed. So there are the formula that we will use in the bank discount. So the formula involved is capital D is equal to capital S times small d times small t. So D, capital D means the bank discount, and capital S means the amount of maturity value, means the amount at the end of the bank discount. Small d is the discount rates, and small t is the term of discount in the year. So the net amounts received by the borrower, we call it as a proceed. And there are several method here, then we can calculate the proceed, depends on the question. Okay, the first one is P equal to S minus D. The second one is P equal to S minus S dt. And from the second equation here, if we factorize, then we will get P equal to capital S multiplied by 1 minus dt. Example 5. Jenny borrows 1,000 for 3 months from Didi, who charged a discount rate of 10%. So find the discounts. So the discounts, okay, the formula for D equal to capital S times with DT. So we know the S here is 1,000, okay, times with 0.1 times with 3 over 12 because it's involved 3 months here. Okay, so our D is equal to Rn 25. Okay, the proceeds. Okay, the proceeds P is equal to S minus dt. So the value of S means 1,000 minus with 25. Okay, so the value of proceeds here is Rm 975. Example 6. Khalilah borrows 9,000 for 4 months from a lender who charged a discount rate of 5%. So find the amount of bank discount. Okay, so the first one, we want to find the amount of bank discount. Okay, the formula for amount of bank discount is capital D equal to capital S times with dt. So borrows, the words means borrows here means the value of S. Okay, so our S is 9,000 times with the interest rate is 5%, which is 0.05, multiplied by 4 months to convert 4 divided by 12, then we will get the amount of bank discount is Rm 150 ringgit. Okay, the formula for proceed is S minus dt. So we already know the value of S that are given in the question, 9,000, minus the amount of D that we have count previously, then we get the proceeds is equal to 8,850. Or we also can use the formula for proceed, which is proceed equal to capital S multiplied by 1 minus dt. Then it will give us the same amount as previous, which is proceed equal to 8,850. Example 7. If Sally needs 10,000 now, so how much should she borrow from his bank for 2 years, 9 months at 7% discount rates? Okay, so proceed is equal to capital S multiplied by 1 minus dt. So proceeds now, the words now here means 10,000 is the proceed. So 10,000 is the proceed. So S multiplied by 1 minus 0.075 times with T is 2 years and 9 months. We convert to the years and we will get 2.75. Then we will get S equal to 12,598 ringgit and 43 cents. Okay, so Shelly should borrow 12,598 ringgit and 43 cents in order to get 10,000 as proceed. Simple interest rate equivalent to bank discount rate. Okay, so what means by this term? Two rates. Okay, we have two rates actually. Okay, R percent and D percent. For this question, for this chapter, we assume R percent and D percent are equivalent. So if the two rates is in the same present value for an amount due in the future, so thus the amount in S, the present value of S at R percent simple interest is P equal to capital S multiplied by 1 plus RT power of negative 1, and the present value of S at the percent bank discount rate is P equal to S times 1 minus dt. So let we assume both equations are equal since our subject is P for the both equation. So let me equal for the both. We will get S 1 plus RT power of negative 1 for the first equation. Okay, is equal to S 1 minus dt from our second equation here. So from here, we rearrange. Okay, first of all, we cancel the value of S first. So S can cancel. Then what happened? The formula left is only 1 over 1 plus RT is equal to 1 minus dt. Then from here, okay, we rearrange, then we will get dt is equal to RT over 1 minus RT. Then we want to make our D as a subject. Then we will get D equal to R over 1 minus RT, 1 plus RT. Then by solving the first one, if we want to make our D as a subject. So the second one, if we want to make R as our subject, so same as previous, we take from the first one, okay, from this equation. Okay, if we use the same equation here, okay, but for the second one, we want to make our R as our subject. From the first, we want to make our T as the subject. So we arrange this formula, then we will get the R is equal to T over 1 minus dt. Example 8. A bank discount a 7,500 note due in 4 months using bank discount rate of 9.5%. So find the simple interest rate that is equivalent to the bank discount rate charged by the bank. So the first one, we know here we want to find the simple interest rate. Okay, the simple interest rate here means the value of R. Okay, so when we have the words equivalent, so we need to use the formula for equivalent bank discount rate. Okay, so the formula for simple interest rate, as we have done previously, so we need to take the formula which is our R as the subject because we want to find the simple interest rate here. So R is equal to D over 1 minus dt. Then the band discount is 9.5%. We convert to decimal place first. Then we will get 0.095, okay, over 1 minus 0.095 times 4, okay, because we have 4 months here, so 4 over 12. Then we calculate, we will get R equal to 9.81%. Example 9, find the bank discount rate that is equivalent to 10% per annum simple interest rate for a 90 days. Okay, so we want to find the bank discount here. So the word bank discount, okay, the word bank discount here means we want to find the value for D, capital smallest D, which is equivalent to, here our smallest R, interest rate is 10%, then we have 90 days here. Okay, so we just use the formula, which is D as our subject is equal to R over 1 plus RT. Then we just replace the amount of interest rate 0.1 that are given in the equation, okay, over 1 plus 0.1 times 90 over 360. So that we will get the bank discount rate here is D equal to 9.97%. Okay, with that, thank you.